I invite the young people of the church to learn about and experience the spirit of Elijah. I encourage you to study, to search out your ancestors, and to prepare yourselves to perform proxy baptisms in the house of the Lord for your kindred dead. And I urge you to help other people identify their family histories.
My name is Helena Beatty. I'm from Morgan Hill, California. My grandmother was born in Shisui in China. I call her Lao Nai Nai. Lao is old, and it's really respectable to be old in the Chinese culture, so Lao is like old grandmother. She had an arranged marriage when she was 18 with my great-grandfather. She passed away last July when she was 104 years old. Yan is the Chinese family name that has been passed down for generations from firstborn son to firstborn son. And these names go all the way back to 500 BC because Yan was one of the 4 Confucius disciples. So there's a temple that has all these names of these sons, but it doesn't have any of the names of the women because only the men were allowed to know the first names of their wives. So now that I'm able to do my grandmother's work, it's really important to me that I do know her name and I do know who she is. It's not just Miss Yen. So I'm really excited to be able to do her work. I've done both names in the temple ones that I haven't found, and I do find that the ones that I have found I feel more of a connection to just because I'm linked to them genetically, but also because I found them and I know a little bit about them and where they're from and their backstory. And I also think it's a good example of how much families are about temples, and we're baptizing so we can be together with these people.
I am Keikoa Kamealohe Corredo, and I live in Danville, California. This is my great-grandmother's ukulele, and she would use it to perform for friends or for family, and she would sometimes play songs for tourists, not only in Hawaiian, but she would also learn songs in their languages. My great-grandmother and her group sang these songs as a way to raise money for the ward, and then this resort heard them singing and said, "You should come and sing for us." And they made records. The records are getting warped, getting deformed, so I'm taking them and trying to restore the audio digitally in order to try and preserve their voices and those songs. Some of them are ones where my great-grandparents were some of the only people they know who knew them. Those records are getting to the point where we will no longer be able to listen to them. And I think that I should have those too for my posterity and for others, all of my siblings, to be able to share and say, I have a connection to them. The more I learn, the more I want to go back and see like, oh, what else can I find or what else is there that's missing? Most of the temple work is done, but now who are these people as people? That connection to my past, to my heritage, and finding that has been a heartfelt experience to say, this is where we came from, this is our heritage.
My name is Erin Messer and I'm from Modesto, California. My great-grandmother was always very energized and always remaining positive in every situation. She never took a break. Even at 99, she was just always having the time of her life. And I feel like she shaped who I am today. My great-grandmother, towards the end of her life, was placed in a care facility because her health was getting worse. One of the times we visited her was right around Christmas time, and I could tell she was really lonely, and even though she was with us, she was sad. And what I thought of was playing the piano, which is something I don't normally do because I am not very confident in my ability, but I felt prompted, so I sat down at the piano at the facility and I played When He Comes Again from the children's songbook. I felt very happy to be able to share that with her, and I felt the spirit very strong, very close to her in that moment. I'm very excited to do my great-grandmother's temple work. I feel like there's very few things that I've anticipated this much. She was very close to me all throughout my life, and to be able to be baptized for her and confirmed for her, now I feel like I'll be even more connected.
As you respond in faith to this invitation, your heart shall turn to the fathers. The promises made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will be implanted in your hearts. Your patriarchal blessing with its declaration of lineage will link you to these fathers and be more meaningful to you. Your love and gratitude for your ancestors will increase. Your testimony of and conversion to the Savior will become deep and abiding. And I promise, you will be protected against the intensifying influence of the adversary. As you participate and love this holy work, you will be safeguarded in your youth and throughout your lives.